আরেকটা আছে না, আরেকটা আপনার নিচে দেখছেন। হ্যাঁ, সবাই মিলে লাইট মারলে হয়ে যাবে। আমার দাম
Ladies and gentlemen, rise for the national anthem. Ladies and gentlemen, all the dignitaries from different states and the media friends, on behalf of His Excellency, I wish all of you a very happy, healthy and safe Diwali. Without any further ado, I would like to call Sri Siddharth Silvakumar, representative from the state of Kerala, who is going to felicitate His Excellency Dr. C.V. Anand Bose.
Go to that side. That side.
Now, I would like to call our dignitaries from Andhra Association who will going to felicitate His Excellency.
This side, sir.
Now I would like to request General Secretary of Andhra Association, Srimati Saudanya Puji, kindly perform their cultural event.
Good morning, His Excellency, honorable guests, respected dignitaries, teachers, my dear friends, and all esteemed members of all the communities celebrating Reformation Day today. Today, we gather here to celebrate a landmark occasion in the history of Andhra Pradesh, Andhra State Formation Day. This day holds special significance as it marks the culmination of our people's resilience, unity and vision for a self-governing state. A place where our language, culture and aspirations could thrive. On this day, we remember the birth of Andhra state as a result of years of unwavering struggle and sacrifice by the people of Andhra region. Our state was carved out of the erstwhile Madras Presidency, making Andhra state the first state in India to be formed on a linguistic basis. This day reflects the spirit of determination and the desire for self-identity that has long defined the people of Andhra. Potti Sriramulu Garu, the greatest Gandhian leader, played a pivotal role in this movement. His sacrifice for our state's formation is a testament to his unyielding commitment to the cause of Andhra Pradesh. His sacrifice ultimately sparked the movement that would shape the destiny of millions, leading to the establishment of Andhra state. It is crucial that at this hour we remember the bravery and honor his dedication that he laid down his life for a vision that we would be fortunate enough to live today. The formation of Andhra state wasn't merely about territorial boundaries or political separation. It was an expression of cultural pride, a recognition of our shared heritage, language, literature, and traditions. We take immense pride in our mother tongue Telugu, which has produced countless poets, writers, and scholars who have enriched Indian literature. Our land has a deep historical and cultural significance with ancient temples, monuments, and a legacy that has contributed richly to the Indian subcontinent's heritage. Today, we stand here, Andhra Pradesh has grown up and evolved, merging with Telangana to be formed a state long time back. But now, as we stand at two states, today we take the opportunity of celebrating the formation day of Andhra Pradesh. Each phase of our journey has come with new challenges and triumphs. Our state has emerged as a land of enterprising minds, known for its contributions to science, technology, arts, and literature. We are renowned for our agricultural strength, industrial innovations, and more recently, our efforts to develop into a leading economy in the country. The essence of Andhra Pradesh lies in the spirit of unity and commitment to the progress. As we celebrate this day, all of us Andhrites who have joined here at His Excellency's invitation represent the Andhra Association, which is 88 years old, of which we've celebrated the annual day recently. We also are represented by the Andhra Association School, which is run by the association, and by the Andhra Association Building Trust, which looks forward to maintaining and taking care of the infrastructure and arrangement. We thank you, His Excellency, for giving us an opportunity to represent our state. May Andhra Pradesh continue to shine as a beacon of culture, progress, and pride. Many of us have made Calcutta our home. Amongst us, people who have gathered here today, we have doctors, we have chartered accountants, we have corporate executives, we have teachers and professors together coming here to celebrate the Andhra Pradesh Formation Day. Let us pledge to carry forward the legacy of our forefathers, strengthening our state and making Andhra Pradesh a model of unity for generations to come. Thank you. Jai Hind, Jai Andhra Pradesh. Thanking the opportunity which has been given to us for this cultural program. We have come with a short cultural program for you. But before that, we would want to start off the program by offering Ma Telugu Talli anthem, which resonates and which is a prayer, which is offered collectively by all the members. I request all the singers to come forward, please.
Kalla talli ki mangalaratu
As we talk about unity, the President of Andhra Association would like to share 2 lines from the Gita on unity.
Good morning, His Excellency, and all the present dignitaries. Before I go to Gita, I would like to speak 2 words on Andhra. స్వచ్ఛమైన భాష సంస్కృత సమభాష, సరసమైన భాష సరళ భాష, శ్రావ్యమైన భాష సర్వభాషల యందు తీయనైన భాష తెలుగు భాష. భరతమాతకు ముద్దు బిడ్డై పాడి పంటల తోడ సుందర నదీ పరివాహమోధరితమ్ములో మన సంపదలు పరమ పావన తీర్థము గల భావ్య ధామమయ్యను మనోహరేతము తెలియంగదేశం అన్న పూలకు సన్నుతులు. ముచ్చటైన 3 రంగుల మన దేశ జాత ప్రత్యేకానికి రూపకల్పన చేసిన ఘనుడు శ్రీ పింగళ వెంకన్న గారు మన తెలుగు వారి గర్వకారణము. Now coming back to Bhagavad Gita, unity in diversity. This Bhagavad Gita, you all know, 5,000 years back, Lord Krishna taught Arjuna. In Bhagavad Gita, chapter 12, verse 13 to verse 20, there are 30 symptoms. If one possesses, that will bring universal unity among all religions, all castes, all communities, etc. So, I will recite 1 or 2 verses and tell the meaning. Adveshta sarvabhutanam maitra karuna eva cha nirmamo nirhankara samadukka sukakshami santushta satatam yogi yadatma dhrudha nischaya mayarpit mano buddhi yoma bhakta same priya yasman no dvijate loko lokan no dvijate jaya harshamarshbhyodvegai mukto yasachame priya anapeksha sujidaksha udasino katam jalaha sarvarambha parityagi yoma bhakta same priya. So meaning of 1 or 2 verses is one who is not envious but is kind friend to all living entities. Repeat, to all living entities. Who does not think himself a proprietor because the proprietor is the Lord and is free from false ego. Who is equal in both happiness and distress. Who is tolerant, always satisfied, self-controlled and engaged in devotional service with a determination. His mind and intelligence fixed on me. Such a devotee of mine is very dear to me. So to conclude, there are 30 qualities, transcendental qualities in chapter 12 Bhagavad Gita, verse 13 to verse 20. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna.
Now we have a dance program by Kumari Sashashri.
తెలంగాణ
few of all cultures. So we have people hailing from Telangana, Rayalaseema and Andhra Pradesh together, joining hands together to celebrate the Andhra Pradesh Formation Day. We thank His Excellency for giving us this wonderful opportunity to showcase the spirit of unity and culture of Andhra Pradesh. Thank you.
Thank you, the Andhra Association of Calcutta, for performing this wonderful performance. Now I would like to call Sir Sampath Kumar Srinivasan, who is going to say a few words about the Tamil culture in West Bengal. But before that, he is going to felicitate His Excellency.
Your Excellency, dignitaries and friends, talking about Tamil could take a whole day, but I am going to try to do justice within 3 minutes that have been allotted to me.
अरे उधर को क्यों?
Tamils have a very interesting and a very close connection with Bengal. Tamils are a unique culture, an old race, if you could say. The first recorded history of the Tamil visit was during the visit of Adi Shankara during the 8th century. And sometimes in 1019 CE, Rajendra Chola came here with his troops and won Mahipala and ended the Pala dynasty and helped establish Sena dynasty, thus ending Buddhism and the introduction of Hinduism or propagation of Hinduism in Bengal. It was the turning point of Bengal's history. Subsequently, King Sarkoji came. He camped on the other side of Ganges, and in this same building, edifice, we had Marquis of the governor who was here at this time, and he welcomed him. There was a retinue of 2,000 people with Sarkoji, and subsequently Tamils came in hordes as the railways progressed. 1943, if I remember correctly, was the time when Howrah Bridge was established. Until then, the trains used to come until Kharagpur, then in the second stage proceeding to Sanprayag, and then it came to Howrah. And thus came Tamils, Telugus, Kannadigas, Malayalis, though in lesser quantities, numbers, and they all started settling down, firstly in Ramakrishnapur and then came down to Calcutta. There were two different people. One who were railway employees who came down and settled on the other side, and who were literateurs who were brought to Calcutta by people like Sir Ashutosh Mukherjee, who was the Vice Chancellor of Calcutta University. He brought people like Dr. Sir C.V. Raman, Dr. K.S. Krishnan. He motivated Dr. Radhakrishnan to come here, and several people who came here added value to West Bengal. Lot of Tamils, like in case of Dr. Rajagopalachari, he was the first governor of the post-independence India in 1947-48. He was a Tamil. He was also the Governor General of India, post-independent India. And I think he was the only Governor General after that the post was abolished. There were several bureaucrats, men in the police force, men in the civil services, men in the military, who had done honors to India and especially in Bengal. And we are proud as a community having old literature and old tradition of knowledge. Sangam era was thriving. and we have our own grammar or script, and there was no border. Telugu, Andhra Pradesh, Karnataka, Kerala were all a part of a great South empire. Either it was ruled by the Cholas, or sometimes the Chalukyas, or by the Vijayanagara Empire. So it was all an amalgamation of these cultures, and everyone was a Madrasi in Calcutta, whether it was a Telugu or a Malayali or a Tamil or Kannada. As long you are seen with the pattu sari, it's a Kanchipuram silk or those kind of thing, they were all Madrasis only. The distinction and the unique identity differentiating between various states and cultures started much later. And I'm very happy my friends from Telugu, Andhra Pradesh, Telangana, who were born very recently. They were not born, they were reborn, I would say. And it is an interesting thing, and I'm extremely glad and thankful to the Governor, His Excellency, for organizing this day and giving us an opportunity to remember the unity, diversity, that what makes this state very great. And I wish everyone a great day ahead. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir, for your wonderful speech. Now we are going into our main event. But before I start, I'll say something about this event. I want to share a story with all of you. I can't resist myself to share that story. That today, His Excellency is going to launch a book spa, a program for the school and college students with our very honored guest, the CGM of SBI, Sri Satyendra Kumar Singh. But our His Excellency, before starting his journey in the administrative field, he was connected with SBI. How? Because he was the supervising officer from SBI. And till now, I think he is the one and only governor who was working at SBI before. And at that point of time also, he wrote a book, The Flowers of Chaurangi. So, this is a very well-connected thing that our His Excellency is already connected with SBI much more before. But this book is basically, this book launching is Create. It's basically trying to create a spark on each and every college student that how reading holds the significant importance for personal growth, intellectual development and emotional well-being. So, without any further ado, my humble request, our His Excellency Dr. C.V. Anand Bose, along with our honored guest, CGM of SBI, Sri Satyendra Kumar Singh, kindly unveil and launch the book. Our guests from Tamil Nadu, kindly come in front. Our guests from Tamil Nadu, kindly come in front, and His Excellency will distribute this book to the dignitaries from Tamil Nadu.
Sir, this side. Governor sir, this side. Sir, slide down, sir. Front side.
Sir, can you hold the book, sir?
Thank you, sir. Now my humble request to our honored chief guest, the CGM of SBI, Sri Satyendra Kumar Singh, kindly come on dais and say a few words about this day.
Thank you. His Excellency Governor sir, I am truly honored to be here today, sir. I am truly honored to say that you have been with SBI for some time before he joined the civil services, and then your checkered career throughout the life, and then here you are as the governor of West Bengal. I've been in this position for the last 3 months, and the day I joined, few days later I came, and sir was kind enough to tell me, look, I know State Bank because I worked in State Bank. I'm really proud of it, sir. I'm really proud of being part of a State Bank of India, which is, of course, the greatest bank the country has ever seen, with a history of more than 200 years. And being in Bengal, the bank, the greatest thing about the bank was that the bank was set up in Calcutta only. We still have some old buildings, we do have an old museum over there with some of the things which are used 100 years old, and some of the statement of accounts that we have. You name it, anybody from the Bengal, even including Tagore and Sebastian Bose, their statement of accounts are in that, which you can still see that. So really honored to be here, sir, and thanks a lot for having me here and giving me this privilege. Thanks a lot, sir, and thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. Now, on the occasion of completion of 2 years in office, a month-long creative and constructive program, His Excellency is going to launch a theme, a visionary initiative, which is known as Apna Bharat Jagta Bengal. But before I will say something about this, I would like to request all the guests from different states kindly come and unveil the logo of Apna Bharat Jagta Bengal. Ladies and gentlemen, we are unveiling the logo of Apna Bharat Jagta Bengal. A visionary initiative. Citizens can interact with Governor. They can come to Raj Bhavan, or His Excellency will go to them to learn, to understand the betterment of this state. Along with these initiatives, His Excellency will start Governor's Scholarship and Award Program, and mostly important, a program, the launch of Abhaya Plus program. Training in self-defense throughout of Bengal for the safety and security of women. Self-defense skills are crucial for women for a variety of reasons, and these skills go far beyond physical techniques. Like, we all know that His Excellency is from the land of martial arts, the ancient martial arts known as Kalaripattu from Kerala. So he is the one who understood the necessity of martial arts and give a training in self-defense throughout of Bengal. Now I would like to request Sri Nivedita Ghosh and her team kindly come in front and demonstrate us a small training session of her martial arts skills.
Okay, everybody, bow! Bow this side. Position! Left and up! Now start your performance! 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50, 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59, 60, 61, 62, 63, 64, 65, 66, 67, 68, 69, 70, 71, 72, 73, 74, 75, 76, 77, 78, 79, 80, 81, 82, 83, 84, 85, 86, 87, 88, 89, 90, 91, 92, 93, 94, 95, 96, 97, 98, 99, 100, 101, 102, 103, 104, 105, 106, 107, 108, 109, 110, 111, 112, 113, 114, 115, 116, 117, 118, 119, 120, 121,
I would like to request humbly His Excellency Dr. C.V. Anand Bose kindly address this august gathering.
Brothers and sisters from the sister states, Andhra Pradesh, Chhattisgarh, Haryana, Kerala, Karnataka, Madhya Pradesh, Punjab, Tamil Nadu, Delhi, Andaman, Chandigarh, Puducherry, Lakshadweep, and our esteemed guest, the Chief General Manager of State Bank of India, Mr. Satyendra Kumar Singh, ladies and gentlemen. We are delighted to have here a cross-section of this great nation Bharat in this Rajbhavan today. We are representative not only from those states which are celebrating the Foundation Day today, but also from all other 28 states and union territories of this nation. We salute our friends who have come representing their states here. This is an occasion when all of us will be saying in unison, I belong not to the east or the west or the north or the south. I belong to the whole of India, and the whole of India belongs to me. That is the spirit which is reflected here. Chanda Uncha Rahe Amara. I recall my personal association with all these states. I had a lot of integral association with the Andhra Pradesh, particularly to the university system, when I happened to be a Vice Chancellor and also the Principal Secretary of Higher Education. And about Chhattisgarh is a dear state to me because my bestie in the IAS, Mr. Joy Human, was the Chief Secretary, and I had a lot of association with the state during its formation, particularly when the new capital was built. And Haryana, I recently had the privilege of participating in the swearing-in ceremony of the present Haryana Chief Minister. Kerala, of course, is my own state. I belong to Kerala. And Karnataka, when I was in the atomic energy, we had atomic energy establishments in Mysore. And moreover, right from childhood, whenever a holiday was planned for in the family or the school, the obvious choice was Bangalore. In Madhya Pradesh, when Mr. Aranjan Singh was Education Minister, Minister Charlie, I had close association with him. We got many educational institutions of national importance in Kerala during that time. And of course, Madhya Pradesh, yes. Punjab, when you speak of Punjab, we are always thinking of joy and mirth and merriment. And the good nature Punjabis more valorous, not for them. And Tamil Nadu has been a second home for me. I spent a number of years in the State Bank of India there, and also in the educational institutions there. And the contemporary relevance is that long time back, I happened to be a sub-collector in a small district in Kerala, and my ASP was Mr. Ravi, who is now the Governor of Tamil Nadu. Now, Delhi, of course, the national capital. For the last 15 years, I have been living in Delhi. I cannot forget Delhi. Andamans, yes, even in the coming few days, on the 16th of this month, Bengal is going to have a large cultural festival in the island of Andamans. And of course, Chandigarh, having been in the field of housing, and also had an occasion to receive the UN's United Nations Best Practice Award. I had the opportunity to study the architectural patterns of Chandigarh and write a book about that. Now, Puducherry. I started my career before I joined the bank for a few months. I was an assistant professor in the Women's College of Pondicherry. And later, I was also instrumental in setting up the building center in the famous Auroville. Lakshadweep. I was chairman of the Committee for Horticultural Development of Lakshadweep. So when we say we are an Indian, we mean we belong to the entire India, and the entire India belongs to us. Now, I do not want to take more of your time. I thank the media I thank the entire people of Bengal for the love and affection which they have showered on me in the last 2 years of my stint as governor here. And it is an occasion for me when I am entering into the second year, completing the second year and entering the third year of my governorship here. This is an occasion for me to rededicate myself to the welfare of my brothers and sisters of Bengal. We know India is ready. India is ready. भारत तैयार है. आत्मनिर्भर भारत रीबूट और रीजी करने के लिए तैयार है. रास्ता लंबा है, लक्ष्य दूर है, लेकिन यात्रा जारी है. हम अपने लक्ष्य तक जरूर पहुंचेंगे. स्वामी विवेकानंद का उपदेश याद रखो, उठो, जागो और तब तक मत रुको जब तक लक्ष्य प्राप्त करना हो जाएगा. इससे प्रेरित होकर भारत अपनी प्रगति की ओर अग्रसर है. वसुधैव कुटुंबकम के विश्वास लिखने वाले भारत के लिए आत्मनिर्भरता का मतलब आत्म केंद्रित नहीं है. हम भारत में बनाता है मेक इन इंडिया और दुनिया के लिए बनाता है मेक फॉर द वर्ल्ड. भारत रेडियो शान की तरह एक द्वीप में नहीं रहना चाहता है. हमारा एक दृष्टिकोण है जिसे गांधी जी ने संक्षेप में कहा है, एक राष्ट्र एक दृष्टिकोण एक पहचान, मेरी पहचान मेरा भारत. हम झिझकने वाला या संकोची भारत नहीं चाहते. हम ऐसा भारत चाहेंगे जो जब कार्यवाही की मांग की जाएगी तो कार्यवाही के लिए तैयार है. इंडिया इज रेडी. रास्ता जानने वाले, रास्ता दिखाने वाले और रास्ते पर चलने वाले कोटि कोटि भारतीयों के ये दृढ़ संकल्प है. आत्मनिर्भरता का कठिन रास्ता समृद्धि की राजपथ में बदल जाएगा. गांव और शहरों को एक साथ जोड़ दिया है. भारत एक साथ आया है, एक साथ देखा है. तब तक साथ काम करेगा जब तक आत्मनिर्भरता और विकसित भारत जमीनी हकीकत बन जाएगी. दैट इज सर्टेन. बांग्ला वायु बनेगा. চলুন কবিগুরু রবীন্দ্রনাথ এর সতেগি বাংলার মাটি, বাংলার জল, বাংলার বায়ু, বাংলার ফল পুনঃ হোক, পুনঃ হোক, পুনঃ হোক হে ভগবান.
Thank you so much, sir, for your powerful and insightful speech. Now I would like to request the Chief of the Task Force and Communication to the Honorable Governor of West Bengal, Shri Kumar Bandyopadhyay, kindly come and propose the vote of thanks to the audience.
Namaskar. It is my privilege and great honor to extend a vote of thanks on behalf of Raj Bhavan, each of you who have joined us today. Firstly, I would like to express my heartfelt gratitude to our chief guest, Dr. C.V. Anand Bose, Governor of West Bengal, for gracing this occasion and for sharing such inspiring insights. Sir, your presence truly added significance to our event, and we are grateful for the time and thought you contributed. I sincerely convey my sincere thanks to Sri Satyendra Kumar Singh, Chief General Manager, State Bank of India, for gracing this occasion. You joined this place on our very short invitation. We are really thankful for your coming to this place. I extend my heartfelt, a special thanks to our esteemed speakers for their valuable contribution, which have enlightened us and added depth to know India. Your expertise and insights have enriched our understanding and made this event a memorable one. I convey my sincere thanks to each one attendees, those who came from all 28 states and 8 union territories, for being here today. Your presence and engagement are what made this event successful and meaningful. We hope you will leave with valuable takeaways and look forward to seeing you at our future events. Thanks to Mrs. Nivedita Ghosh for imparting training to our heirs. Thanks to Indian Museum Kolkata who helped us to organize this event successfully. I am really sincerely conveying my sincere thanks to all media personnel, both from print and from coming from media, all media persons. I am conveying my sincere thanks all from print and electronic. I convey my sincere thanks to all Rajbhavan staff who worked relentlessly for the success of this event. Thank you very much again. Thank you. Jai Hind, Jai Bharat.
Ladies and gentlemen, may we rise for the national anthem? I would like to request the dignitaries from different states kindly come for the group photo with His Excellency.
The last 2 years as governor, I was a baby governor. The first faltering steps were there. On the whole, I would say I received a lot of affection from the people of Bengal. I learned a lot. I could also give a little. What was done by me is only very little compared to what could be done. This has been a fillip to me to do more for the people, and also a lesson for me to face adversities. Shakespeare says, "Sweet are the uses of adversity." For me, it was in the beginning, it was not like that. Now I would also say, sweet are the uses of adversity. And also, misery makes strange bedfellows. That is what I learned in politics. I am happy about my stint in the party.
Sir, you are taking a lot of initiatives. Why you are taking all these initiatives? What's the reason behind it?
The reason behind is simple. I have a commitment to the people. Because it's the people of India who made me governor. Governor is appointed in the Constitution of India. Who created the Constitution of India? We, the people of India, give it ourselves this Constitution. So in democracy, people first, people second, people third. I owe it to the people for whatever little I earned in my life. Therefore, I will rededicate myself in the service of the great people of Bengal.
So the names that you have given for all these 9 projects that you have taken, Jakta Bengal. So why is Jakta Bengal? I mean, what is the reason behind giving the name Jakta? You know what?
That reason has already been defined by the great Vivekananda. Arise, awake, stop not till you reach your goal. Bengal is arising, Bengal is awakening. Jagta Bengal.
Sir,
after Article incident, you take a initiative about Abhaya class. So
Can you please? Abhaya Plus is a gentle but firm assertion that you cannot take women for granted. They know how to defend themselves. They have the inner strength. Abhaya Plus is to equip them to realize their inner strength and face any adversities. Women can brave many storms. They should be fully equipped. That is why the self-defense program, Abhaya Plus, is launched.
Duare Rajkumar is counter move of Duare Shorta?
There is no counter move. The elected government and the governor have to go hand in hand. This is something which I have been doing when I was a civil servant, that is file to field. I feel that instead of people coming in search of the governor and the civil servants and the political executive, they have to go to the people. That is why the program File to Field is launched. In that, one sub-segment is Duare Rajyapal, that is governor at your doorsteps.
Sir, here is the program Duare Rajyapal. So, we have already a program Duare Shortcut. So, is it a copy or that one?
It is to supplement, not supplant, an existing program.
So when will you start your research?
Today, this afternoon. The constitutional position of the governor has been very defined. Governor is the constitutional head of the state. You know, the constitution has two streams for implementing the democratic policies and principles. One is a stream of election, other is the stream of selection. Governor comes to the stream of selection, which is constitution, and elected representatives come to the stream of election. Both are complementary, both are envisaged in the constitution. Governor's position is well defined in the constitution, interpreted by Supreme Court, and the tradition has been well established.
Sir, today you have taken a lot of initiatives to serve and to keep your commitment to the people of Bengal. This is due to the conflict between state government and government.
There is no conflict between the state government and the government.
Sir, you are saying that Jagta Bengal, Rising West Bengal, Rising Bengal. On the other side, we are seeing that in Bangladesh, right now the situation is so low over there, and also Trump also flags attacks on the regarding the situation of Bangladesh. What you want to say regarding the situation of Bangladesh right now?
As the governor of West Bengal, it is not my mandate to discuss external affairs.
So did you write a letter to CM regarding Awas Yojana? Lot of agitation is going on.
Whenever I feel there is an issue of importance which affects the welfare of the people of Bengal, I certainly write to the Chief Minister. This is a process which is going on. I have written many letters on various issues. This also I will take up if I know the details of that. Thank you so much for the kindness and cooperation, sir.